All right, so this week in Tinfoil Hat Time, we're going to talk about security theater. And before we even get into that, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody and explain this. For those of you that are listening to this podcast, you'll have to watch on YouTube to see what I'm talking about. But I opened my mouth a few days ago and talked about, hey, we should wear ugly sweaters. And it's one of those be careful for what you wish for things because... One, we couldn't find any ugly sweaters.
I gave you the option.
But you did find some ugly t-shirts.
They're not ugly. They're festive. You should wear this every day.
Not a chance.
I like it. You have a little bow tie on.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to try to get through this and not...
Throw up?
Yeah, exactly. But first off, Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Enjoy your family.
We're politically incorrect. Merry Christmas.
Let's say Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, all that stuff that I'm not supposed to say. But let's get into security theater this week. And to me, and I'll get your opinion as well, but security theater is basically, it makes everybody feel okay about stuff. And this is what the politicians do with just about everything they do. This is what companies do, marketing, because people want to feel safe. Whether it helps them or not, they want to feel safe. I got to take this off because it's bugging me. But they just want to feel safe. It's like I forget that show we watched.
It's
Adam
like
knows
Tommy
everything.
Boy. It's like Tommy Boy.
Sticking your hand up a bull's ass?
Sticking your hand up the bull's ass, yeah. But people want to feel good. You're selling them a warranty of something. So, just because it makes them feel good, they buy the warranty or the extended warranty. And it's not really worth the paper that it's printed on. Yeah,
and this is what government does all the time. It's what they did after the San Bernardino thing. People wanted to hear what the president was doing, right? Mm-hmm. They don't care that it doesn't work or anything. They just want to hear you're doing something. Make me feel good. It's like that show, Adam Knows Everything or whatever. It's a really dumb show, but he talked about the bottles of Tylenol or something that have the foil on top, the tamper-proof stuff, right? But, you can think of 10 different ways to get by that. The TSA, the airport security, it doesn't stop terrorists. It stops what the terrorists have done in the past, but it doesn't stop... Yeah, it doesn't stop what they're going to do. They're just going to look for a different way to do it. Mm-hmm. So it's this, we want to make you feel safe by doing this stuff. We're going to make you feel safe. We're going to act like we're doing something, and then we can go around and we can do what we really want to do, what we're getting paid to do by the lobbyists to get this stuff done. So in the video that I played right before this, it's the guy talking about how there's the reality of fears and then there's our perception of fears. And we want to cure our perception of the fears, whether that's reality or not, just make us feel comfortable. And it's a 20-minute video, but it's really good. And he really goes into detail explaining why this stuff, why it affects us so much and why we just want to feel like we're safe. Another example is signing credit card receipts. When you go to the store and you can basically scribble anything you want.
Yep.
It doesn't matter, but you have to sign it. Not a person in the world looks at those. So it means nothing.
No.
But it makes us feel like, okay, I've got my signature on there, so nobody's going to take my information. Bull, nobody looks at that. I guarantee you, when I was a general manager, we had receipts all the time. And never once looked at it. The receipts didn't go to the bank. They got put in files, and we were supposed to keep for a year or 2 years. I'm not sure how long, and that was it. I mean, so it's just that making you feel all nice and cozy, like people are paying attention. People are out for your own good.
But they're not.
And then in that video he talks about the trade-off, and that's a lot of what we do. That's the NSA, that's the TSA, all of that different stuff. It's the trade-off. What are you willing to give in order to feel safe?
To make you feel warm fuzzies?
Yeah, exactly. So, are we willing to let them have our metadata and all of that because it can stop somebody from doing us harm?
In their opinion.
Yeah, and it doesn't. It's the same thing as the TSA, the airport stuff. It's an after the fact. Like the San Bernardino shooters, they can look through that metadata if they have it and figure out why it happened, but it didn't stop it from happening.
No, and I think it's an excuse to gather information on people to get, they have an ultimate agenda, and it has nothing to do with our security.
Yeah, the gun rights and everything, taking away our guns. It's not going to help the situation, but everybody feels like, well, it could. And who knows, maybe it could help a little bit here and there.
I doubt it.
But what's the trade-off?
Right.
And what's the, how much are you willing to give away to get that what if, is it worth it to you? Yeah. And a lot of people it is. To me, it's not. And that's one thing about living in a free society like this. Those things happen because we're free. We're not completely locked down. We're not this communist regime where we have the ability, everybody has the ability to do what they want for the most part. I mean, we're a free country. And that stuff happens. Well, that's part of being. We're
not really free.
Yeah. It's going the way where we're not. But anytime something happens and somebody takes away one more right, we're not that country anymore. But that's part of the danger. And the great part about living in a free country is we do have those choices. We do have free will.
Sort of.
We are supposed to.
We're supposed to.
Yeah. So global warming to me is a huge one too because before I take any heat on being a denier and all of that.
But it's not called global warming anymore. It's called climate change.
Climate change, yes. And I'm not saying one way or another, true, false, whatever. Okay, I understand that there's a lot of stuff that goes on and people are damaging this planet because of cars and all of that stuff. My thing with this security theater and global warming is that, Obama's out doing this. Our big threat, this. What about the car companies and the oil companies and the lobbyists that are contributing to this?
Well, it's a lot.
The politicians are still getting their pockets lined.
Well, yeah, but it's. I mean, the climate change. You can argue the fact day and night. There was a study that was done, but now if you naysay climate change, then you can actually be arrested. So I mean that goes. That's just crap in my opinion, but. Climate change is going to happen. It's happened for billions of years. As long as the Earth has been here, there has been climate change. And it doesn't matter if there was people here or not. There has been climate change. But the people that they're coming after the United States, basically like they're coming after a lot of things because, we're the bad people. We have to apologize for what we've done. And the people that live in third world countries or fourth world countries.
China burning coal and having pollution days so bad you can't even go outside.
Yeah. So the places like China and India, they abuse, they're pumping so much crap into the atmosphere, but yet there's no repercussions for what they do. But then they come here to the United States and say, you can't burn coal because
they can.
Yeah. But you can't burn coal because that's a dirty energy. But it's not. But
and the CO2, I know it's something we need, but the thing with global warming is they're saying that the CO2 levels are really high. But what causes that is deforestation because that's what the plants eat.
The plants need carbon dioxide.
But if there's no plants, then that's going to increase it. The cars. So my whole point with this is when these politicians are all, we gotta pay attention. This is the biggest threat we face, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, they're getting their pockets lined by these oil companies and car companies and all of that, these lobbyists that are causing the problem. It's security theater. It's saying, we're concerned about this, we're talking about this, but at the same time...
we're not doing anything about it, but we're going to hold you responsible.
because I'm getting my pockets lined by these companies that are causing this.
So we're going to hold the small business people responsible.
And like you said, here in the United States, we could probably help the problem. But what about these people that are just hugely contributing to it? What about the people in Brazil or wherever the rainforests are that their communities are built on the logging industry? These people are poor, and this is the only money they have. So are you telling them they have to stop deforesting and cutting stuff down? I mean, you don't think these people are going to rebel? This is all they have.
Yeah. But they should. I mean, if it's good for one person, it should be good for everybody, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all theater. It's all everything that gets done is done to make us feel better. Laws that don't doing what they're getting paid for from the lobbyists and all this to do, and pass these laws that don't mean crap, and pass this and pass gun laws that don't do anything. Don't go and fight the crime that's going on right now, the gang violence and all that. That's another thing that you don't hear about the car accidents, the gang violence, all these things that happen on a daily basis. The people in the Middle East, our men and women in the Middle East that get killed on a daily basis. You don't hear about that on the news because it's constant. But these little things, and not little things like the terror attacks, these single things that happen that make big news, that's what you hear about all the time.
Because
so
it instills fear.
Yeah, yeah. And it creates a problem they can solve by adding another gun law or doing this.
In their opinion.
Yeah. You know, the TSA and the terrorism and all that made people so afraid to fly, they'd rather drive. But driving, you're more likely to get into a car accident, or, I mean, hundreds of times. There's some, I don't know what the number is, but you're way more likely to get killed in a car than on an airplane. But because of this, people would rather drive than fly in an airplane. And that's because of the security theater. So do you have anything else on that? That was kind of my whole thing with this. I think it's just important for us to pay attention to why everything's going on. Why are these people? They do it in marketing. They do it in government. It's not just government. I mean, marketing, when you go to buy something, their whole thing is to make you feel good about it because they want your money. The government, same thing. Their whole thing is to make you feel good about it because they want you to reelect them.
They want
so
you
they can
to
get their pockets.
They want you to do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, and they're going to tell you whatever they want to tell you in the beginning, and then once they get in there, they're going to do whatever they want. Obamacare. Talk about a security theater. You're going to have all this. You're going to be great. You're going to be this and that.
You can keep your doctor.
Yeah. And now it totally flopped, and you don't hear anything about it because he's too busy going to Paris or something for global warming. Probably with money.
It's called climate change.
Yeah.
Global warming was so 2000.
But that's it, everybody. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later. Until then, take care and prepare.
Goodbye.